Welcome. This is another video in my NIV, which stands for New International Version, Bible Reading Series. And I am on I just started Exodus, and this is going to be Exodus. I'm going to be reading through Exodus 2. So just a reminder, if you don't know, if you're new to the Bible and stuff like that, like me, pretty much, I've only been doing it for reading it like for about 6 months or so, and stuff like that through track reading programs and going to church and stuff. And so Exodus is 350. So it takes place 350 years after Genesis, and basically the Jewish people have become slaves because the Egyptians were jealous of of them multiplying and prospering and stuff like that. So now they made them slaves and stuff like that. For I guess it seems like for fear that they may, because they are a threat. They see them as a threat, basically. If I got that wrong, please let me know in the comments section and stuff like that. I don't want to steer anybody wrong, and stuff. But this is what it seems seems to be the case here. And in Exodus 1, it basically summarized. It said yes. It listed the Joseph and the number of people that were in Egypt back then, before the 350-year time skip, and then it's like yes, they became enslaved because of the jealousy of the Pharaoh of the Egyptians and what I just told you, basically. And okay. And in chapter 2, we're going to be getting into the birth of Moses, and stuff like that. This is where we're going to start getting into Moses' story and stuff like that. And all right. So if you want to see more, check out the playlist. First 3 seconds of the video. If you're on YouTube, click on the right hand corner. I don't know which way that would be. It's either here, somewhere there, or somewhere over there. And the top, one of these corners, I don't know. And from your perspective, it would be the right corner. So maybe it would be the left, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so if you want to check out the playlist, you'll click the card, and then the playlist will be there. Click the playlist. You'll be able to see all my videos that I've done on this. I have per chapter videos as of right now, and I also just uploaded a compilation, which is all of Genesis. I combined all my Genesis videos into one. It's like a 7-hour long video. YouTube is kind of nice because it has the playback feature where you can go there, it'll record the progress of the video and stuff like that. So you can, as soon as you can go off, you can watch some and go back to it and all that stuff. Or if you want to watch it per video, whatever. If you're on Rumble, then you're out of luck. As of the recording of this video, no, they don't have playlists, and I'm not even uploading individual chapters because the upload speed is too slow. So if I even upload in Rumble at all, if you're seeing this on Rumble, I can't even upload the full compilation because of Genesis, because it's too big of a file. Anyway, but yeah, if you're watching on Rumble, sorry, no playlists. You can just click the channel, I guess, and you'll have to somehow sort through it all. If you want, of course. But anyway, all right. Let's get into Genesis. Genesis. I'm so used to saying Genesis. Exodus 2. Now a man of the house of Levi married a Levite woman, and she became pregnant and gave birth to a son. When she saw that he was a fine child, she hid him for 3 months, but when she could hide him no longer, she got a papyrus basket for him and coated it with tar and pitch. Then she placed the child in it and put it among the reeds along the bank of the Nile. His sister stood at a distance to see what would happen to him. Then Pharaoh's daughter went down to the Nile to bathe, and her attendants were walking along the river bank. All right, she saw the basket among the reeds and sent her slave girl to get it. She opened it and saw the baby. He was crying, and she felt sorry for him. "This is one of the Hebrew babies," she said. Then his sister asked Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I go and get one of the Hebrew women to nurse the baby for you?" "Yes, go," she answered, and the girl went and got the baby's mother. Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Take this boy and nurse him for me, and I will pay you." So the woman took the baby and nursed him. When the child grew older, she took him to Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. She named him Moses, which means, it sounds like the Hebrew for draw out. Alright. I always lose my place when I read the footnotes. Alright. Saying, "I drew him out of the water." And one day after Moses had grown up, he went out to where his own people were and watched them at their hard labor. He saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew, one of his own people. Glancing this way and that and seeing no one, he killed the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. The next day he went out and saw two Hebrews fighting. He asked the one in the wrong, "Why are you hitting your fellow Hebrew?" The man said, "Who made you ruler and judge over us? Are you thinking of killing me as you killed the Egyptian?" Then Moses was afraid and thought, what I did must have become known. When Pharaoh heard of this, he tried to kill Moses, but Moses fled from Pharaoh and went to live in Midian, where he sat down by a well. Now a priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came to draw water and fill the troughs to water their father's flock. Some shepherds came along and drove them away, but Moses got up and came to their rescue and watered their flock. When the girls returned to Reuel, their father, he asked them, "Why have you returned so early today?" They answered, "An Egyptian rescued us from the shepherds. He even drew water for us and watered the flock." "And where is he?" he asked his daughters. "Why did you leave him? Invite him to have something to eat." Moses agreed to stay with the man who gave his daughter Zipporah to Moses in marriage. Zipporah gave birth to a son, and Moses named him Gershom, saying, "I have become an alien in a foreign land," and Gershom supposedly means for an alien there. All right. During that long period, the king of Egypt died. The Israelites groaned in their slavery and cried out. And their cry for help because of their slavery went up to God. God heard their groaning, and he remembered his covenant with Abraham and with Isaac and with Jacob. So God looked on the Israelites and was concerned about them. Alright, that was Genesis 2. Yeah, I ain't got nothing really else to say. So far, I've just been taking in the story, and enjoying it a lot, and stuff like that. And yeah, just like I said, taking in the knowledge, learning about the history and stuff. And, in the next chapter, we're gonna get into another well-known story, which is Moses in the burning bush, where God speaks to Moses by way of a burning bush or something like that, and that's what kicks off the Lord's work, or I guess kicks off his the stuff that starts him, his significant events, and stuff like that. And yeah, but like I said, check out the playlist if you want, and if you're on YouTube, and yeah, that's it. I'll yeah do of course not Genesis, Exodus 3 in the next one.